So this right here, this is James Brown, one of my musical inspirations, the musical inspiration. You know, he's the reason he's the godfather of funk and soul. He's the hardest working man in showbiz, and I'm trying to be the hardest working man in the DJ biz out here in the Bay, trying to do as many gigs as I can, trying to be the greatest entertainer. So it's right here, James Brown, getting down to it. I currently live in Daly City, borderline San Francisco. I began practicing my art at an early age. I was always around DJs. A lot of people in my family were DJs, but I really didn't get the opportunity to like touch the table because I was like, you know, the young guy at the party, and they didn't want me to mess things up. Actually, what got me into hip hop was b-boying. I grew up dancing as a kid, and one of the first movies I saw that got me into hip hop was breaking in Beat Street. And so I always wanted to be able to battle and be the best b-boy. And then I found out about DJing, and DJing, as I learned about hip hop, and DJing is the backbone of hip hop. Without the DJ, there would be no hip hop because we kind of control the music. So when I first told my mom, I was like, Mom, I want to be a DJ. Can you buy me some DJ equipment? And my mom was like, no, I'm not buying you DJ equipment. You're just gonna waste your money. Like, what are you gonna do with the DJ equipment? And when I was able to raise up enough money to buy my own equipment, I was like, all right, I'm gonna prove everyone wrong. I had a few friends who were DJs. We were supposed to buy turntables at the same time, but he was able to save up his money before me, so I used to always go to his house and we try to scratch, and he'd show me a few things. But also like my family, so they were able to teach me the skills, like how to beat match and how to mix. And watching, you know, other DJs, I was able to imitate what they do, and I was able to flip my own style into it so that I wasn't necessarily biting. So I started out as a breakbeat DJ and playing tracks for the b-boys. I'm gonna break the song is only like 30 seconds to 1 minute. So what Kool Herc did was he would take 2 copies of the same record and he would loop the record. That was actually what the b-boys danced to. So Kool Herc called this the merry-go-round. And this is actually where the MCs would be rhyming over too. And so I'm just extending the break of the song. I have like this very like eclectic taste in music. Like I love it all, like jazz, blues, rock and roll, even some country, and especially hip hop. Like I'm a hip hop head, but I'm also a music head. Like I love music, and I think that just goes back to me being raised in a household where I heard different types of music. Like my grandpa, I always hear him singing like Tom Jones and Elvis. And then I had my mom, like a lot of the music, like Madonna. I grew up going to garage parties and listening to A Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Kid and Play. I get a lot of my inspiration from the music I hear, the people I encounter. One of my greatest musical inspirations is James Brown. James Brown was a very great performer, gave a lot of energy on stage, and I want to be able to give that energy on stage as well. Whenever I hear that music still, that just wants me to get dancing, like I'm gonna dance no matter, like if I got my dress shoes on at a wedding, if they play James Brown, my b-boy side's gonna come out. Through time and through dedication and through practice, I was able to be the DJ that I wanted to be in the clubs that I wanted to be, rock the parties that I wanted to rock. Now, I'm in a place where I can teach those skills to other people, especially youth, so that they can attach themselves to a skill and to be able to keep them busy and interacted and into something positive in their life. Cool. So this is Ray, and I am his mentor for his senior project. So I've been teaching him how to DJ so that he can go out there and DJ for his school or for community events. He's also a Zulu Scout. The Zulu Scouts are 18 under Zulu, so he's part of the community of the Universal Zulu Nation. So I got involved with the Universal Zulu Nation through a few people who are already involved in the community. The Zulu Nation, first and foremost, was formed by Afrika Bambaataa to uplift his community in New York. And so the different chapters around the world still follow that vision by educating and empowering yourself and be able to empower other people. So using hip hop as one of the catalysts to be able to communicate and to get people together in the community. I found out that there was a San Francisco chapter, and I slowly started hanging out with them, started going to meetings, really taking on a lot of responsibilities within the San Francisco chapter. I think hip hop is definitely a very strong tool as far as empowerment. You know, hip hop came from the slums, it came from the ghettos. It didn't take any money to start hip hop. So any youth can pick up a mic and start emceeing. Any youth can pick up a piece of cardboard and start b-boying, pick up a marker and start drawing. And to be able to recognize that you can do this with no money and have a voice and have this place where you can express yourself will give you empowerment, because a lot of youth feel like their voice isn't being heard or their opinion isn't valued, but hip hop can give them that voice through music. And there's an audience that is there to listen. People all over the world can gravitate towards hip hop.
Love, how you doing? Well, I've been hanging, singing, trying to do my thing. Oh, you heard that I was banging?
Okay, go ahead. So just practice releasing the record. Go. Bring it back. So as chapter president, you know, it's my responsibility to make sure that everyone in my chapter is prepared and ready to go out there and work in the community. But before that, you know, I need to make sure that they're okay, you know, personally in their lives, mentally, and spiritually prepared to go out there and do work in the community. I also got to make sure that people kind of know their roles. I need to understand that, you know, it's not all about me. It's about the chapter, it's about the community, and it's about what we need to do to carry on the tradition as a Zulu Nation chapter and to go out there and serve the community. Currently, our chapter is organizing a youth summit to introduce youth in San Francisco to some of our after-school programs that we're going to be starting. We're going to be doing DJing classes, MC classes, spoken word classes, beat making classes, and we also want to provide them with opportunities to come in and learn how to like build a resume, apply for colleges, and also having some like one-on-one counseling sessions to make sure that the youth in the community are prepared for the things that are out there in this world. You know, knowledge is infinite, and you got to go out there and get it for yourself, because school only teaches you so much. Knowing different perspectives, you'll be able to gain your own perspective. You know, there's two sides to every story, and I want to know every side of the story so that I can know my own truth and what I believe to be true. You know, one of my other heroes and inspirations as a DJ, you know, is DJ Qbert, because he really put him and his crew, the Invisible Scratch Pickles, really put Filipinos on the map as far as DJs and really representing Daly City. You know, so DJ Qbert has been a big inspiration of my life as a Filipino American and as a resident of Daly City. So DJ Qbert right here, autograph. And so from one generation to another, to the next, we're out here.
Don't agree with how I do this. I get straight meditate like a Buddhist. I'm dropping flavor, my behavior is hereditary. But my technique is very necessary. Blame it on Ice Cube, because he said it get funky when you got a subject in a